So I will switch gears now, and I will intentionally evoke some things in us, so the waves will change. But our job is to just notice and be open and curious. If there is any unpleasantness, to just allow, observe. And the job is to not solve something intellectually or get rid of anything. It's just make conscious certain hidden parts of ourselves. We just see it. There's a painful thought. The job is to not argue with it or turn away from it, but almost put it on the screen, that thought, and treat that thought as the only child in the universe. You don't want to abandon it. Watch it until it leaves you. Yeah? So bring to mind some situation, some event, some dynamic, the last few days or week that you got triggered somehow, upset, either actively or inwardly, got riled up or you got shut down, you got triggered somehow. Some of us trigger is loud and big. Some of us is invisible and imploding, or both. So bring to mind just one situation from recent period, not ancient past, something recent, with someone. When you remember, you got kind of triggered somehow. So bring in this, it's almost like IMAX, conscious IMAX. Allow some of the surveillance camera footage. See that person. And allow any image connected with that situation that was triggering. It's normal. If there's some unpleasantness in you, just, it's okay. Welcome. What they said, maybe they said something, or maybe they laughed, or maybe they left, or maybe they did nothing, but something in there, something was upsetting. So allow memories and images connecting how you feel right after. Maybe it's still a little eating at you now. It's like, oh, fuck, why did you bring this up? Okay, so now become more aware of the energetics of this. Yeah, less images, notice what has been evoked in you, in your body, maybe some tension, contraction, fire. Notice where it is. Let it be there. Your job is to be curious and allow, not trying to calm it down. So if you have some sense of if there's some emotion there, just feel into it and allow it. Yeah, I'm pissed, man, or I was hurt. I was afraid. Or a bunch of them, or I don't know, I was ashamed, or like something. Yeah, just allowing these energies in the body. And so, as you are aware of this energy in the body, staying with it, and look at that situation, that person, the boomerang is to ask yourself this situation, this person, what old story of mine might have been evoked in me about me? this, that what happened, and they laughed or they whatever. What did I make it mean about me? And let it come from the energy in your body. And this is irrational. What did it mean about me that what old story of mine might have been pushed here and activated? Some old story, some deficient story of me, some whatever. I can't be myself. I'm not good enough. I will never, whatever. I'm not loved. I'm not cared for. I have to hide. Yeah, whatever that is for you. Ask yourself one time, what does this mean about me? The thing that this happened. And let it be like a short sentence or word. And if something comes up, really, it's almost like put it on a screen, like with subtitle. You put it there, typed, big font, whatever that is. I have to be careful. I have to hide. I'm not good enough. Just seeing this as writing, and you are aware of it. Face it, let it be. It's a thought. You are not this thought. You are aware of this thought. Don't go anywhere. Just aware of this thought. What else did it mean? Maybe there's some other thought in there. The fact that they did this and that. What else did it mean about me? Let it come from the energy. And be the witness of this message. Put it on a chalkboard. It's safe to look at it. It's not going to hurt you. It's an old thought. It's a program. Yeah. So just see how, it's not necessarily what happened, but the quick subconscious interpretation of what happened that is upsetting. It's not so much that they left or they laughed or it's more like that meant something that is a sensitive from my childhood, because this program was installed early on. And this dynamic pushed just the button. Also, you may see how maybe that thought faded away or went. Yeah. Now ask yourself, what is the payoff? What's the seeming payoff or the seeming advantage or utility of believing that interpretation? In which way it seemingly helped me? Also, feel free to, you can type here some of the answers if you want, or we can talk later, but feel free. I cannot be myself. I cannot. I have to hide. What do I get out of believing that? I have to avoid conflict, keep myself safe. avoid ridicule. Yeah, just noticing whatever comes and letting it be like in meditation. Don't get too involved. Yeah. I'm not cared for. Nobody cares if I'm suffering. I'm alone. Yeah. So just if there are lots, just take one or two and really turn towards that thought and let it be observed. This may come with feelings, allow energies. What do I get out of believing nobody cares? Nobody cares about me. I'm alone. What do I get out of believing I am alone? Cannot be myself in order to stay safe. Yeah. You can even now see them really clearly, like the utility and the program. It's almost see it like this. In order to stay safe, I have to not be myself. Okay, just see that. Don't freak out. You just watch this, or watching the operating system. I can't be myself, they will attack me. I have to stay small. Yeah, I have to stay small so they don't attack me. I don't get attention. They don't jump on me. Yeah. So staying present and also allowing energy around that. Very good. Yeah, if it's not clear, what's the utility? You can even say this like, I'm getting nothing from believing that nobody cares about me. There's nothing I'm getting out of this. And your system may tell you like, oh no, you also this utility is not, you may see that, man, that's not the real utility. It does shit to me, but it's a seeming utility. Yeah. It was very useful when we were small. I believe, yeah. 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 Okay, so whatever that is, take somehow zoom out from it and tune back a little bit into, hey, I'm here. Yeah, you are here. Aware of your chair, aware of the breath. Something is witnessing this stuff. I know it's more unpleasant, but keep allowing it, watching it. And I just want, like, bring another situation. Yeah, clear the slate. Like, uh, yeah. Another situation, maybe in a intimate relationship or with some parent recently. Just another situation where you got triggered. Bring up the thing again. Memory image. This brings more energy in the body. Welcome the energy in the body the best you can. Allow it. Observe it like a scientist. Like where, how deep. It's some pain body. I know it's unpleasant, but just notice. And so in the next situation, this other situation, let's boomerang it. this situation and I'm aware of the energy in my body, what did that mean about me? Or what story was evoked in me in that situation? Could be the same, could be another one. And see how kind of bubbles like bam, and maybe some energy inside pain or. But stay with the thought now. It's very important to make the thought conscious. Doesn't mean that it's true, but your subconscious believes it's true. Just let it be seen. Can't rely on them. Not good, not pretty. And really make, usually this thing where like, fuck. So, but instead of doing that, turn towards it, face it. It's as if it's a news flash. It's a thought, you are aware of it. Let it be true for now. Because anyway, you cannot believe it. Let it be true for now. So you can check, am I this thought or am I this which is aware of this thought? Which one is more like me? The thought, I'm not good enough, or that which is aware of it? And so what is the seeming advantage or the payoff of believing that interpretation? This is an irrational question, actually. It doesn't need to make sense. It sometimes makes sense, sometimes it doesn't. It's just let what comes naturally from the energy. Yeah. Doing the best you can to see this as a movie. Yeah, it appears to this aware presence. Try not to be fully identified with it. And you are not as you are watching it. You are watching it. It is a something that talks to me. I'm watching it. And allow the energy. If you guys have something else, or if it's the same, feel free to type. And let's try something here. Yeah, what I want, I know, doesn't matter. Yeah, what I want, what I know, doesn't matter. I don't matter. Underneath is I don't matter. It's painful belief. Looking at it from awareness, what do I get? What's the seeming benefit of believing I don't matter? Also, there's this thing like once you have the belief, the deficiency identity, and then the utility, they are clear, you can even witness it better, like as if you have two split screen, like on Zoom, or like you have a security monitor camera. So on the left side, you can even turn and to see it. I don't matter, or whatever you have. And on the right side, I believe that, so that I avoid trying things, to avoid something, whatever. I believe I don't matter in order to avoid failing. disappointing other, whatever. So and just see like this, left and right, the utility and the belief. It's important to see how they are linked. And this stuff, they have power as we are asleep to them. But as you see them more like this, that's something is important about that. You see them. I have to hide. I cannot be myself. I have to hide what I think because I'm afraid, so that I can avoid that they are upset with me, to be safe. So in order to be safe, to avoid them being upset with me, I have to hide all my life. Welcoming any emotion about this and staying present, staying aware. And once again, check your experience. Whatever you are dealing with here, are you this thought, this emotion, or are you this awakeness which just sees that? If that is the movie, you are the viewer. And for now, let's zoom out from these energies and let go of this thought and somehow zoom out like in Google Maps and go back to this just sense of globally being here together. Tuning into this sense of presence. Something is aware of this stuff in the belly, yet untouched, unscratched. Feel the breath, feel the air on the skin. Yeah, so don't go into that. We looked enough. Coming back to the here and now. And whatever energy is still present within you, you don't need to focus into it. Treat this residual energy as some fish, school of fish, moving through the water. You are this water. Like the water is aware. And the water lets the fish do whatever, man. Just actually, that's the most effective way to, you'll see, to get to some sense of peace by not trying to get rid of it, by not trying to change it. The trying to change it and get rid of it creates more. Just let go, trying to change it, just fucking allowing everything to be. Tuning back to the fact of being aware. Yeah.